Road Trip 2021. I'm just coming up to Hope, British Columbia, best known as the Sleepy Town, which was visited by John Rambo in the movie First Blood.
They drew first blood, not me.
Now when you're coming into Hope heading east, you're going to have to make a decision because the road splits into 3 different directions. If you continue on the number 1, the Trans-Canada Highway, it goes north to the Gold Rush Trail, and you're going to end up in places like Boston Bar, Hell's Gate, eventually Ashcroft. Or if you head due east, you're going to take the number 3, which is the Crow's Nest, and that winds its way sort of along the southern border of British Columbia into the Okanagan. But today we're going to go to Kelowna, so the quickest way to do that is to take the number 5, the Coquihalla. When the Coquihalla, or the Coke as it's known, opened up in the mid-1980s, it offered to travelers a quicker way to get to the interior of British Columbia. It's not as scenic as the number 1, which travels through the Fraser Canyon, but it does save travelers a lot of time, so it kind of became the route of choice. And not too far away from here, you can visit the Othello tunnels, which is a series of train tunnels that wind its way through the Coquihalla Canyon. Always a cool stop, and I like to try and stop there when I can. So in summer, this is a fairly easy route, but by the end of September or early October, the weather changes and it becomes treacherous. And the Coquihalla has its own TV show because of it. It's called Highway Through Hell, which focuses on a crew of tow truck drivers which work to rescue vehicles and keep the road clear during the winter months. But let's hope today things stay clear for us as we make our trip up towards Kelowna. The Coquihalla more or less follows the route of the Kettle Valley Railway that used to run through this area. And here we're at the first SNOWSHED. Got some bears up there. We start to get some real elevation here, heading up towards the summit. My ears popped as the elevation change. There we are, Coquihalla Summit. We made it. There aren't too many places to stop along the Coquihalla with services, but we're coming up on the BRITTON Creek rest area. So I think I might stop and have a quick leg stretch. Samosas. We're here.
There we go. This plaque commemorates the 30th anniversary of the Coquihalla being opened on May 16th, 1986. There's a map of the Coquihalla. There's where we started, right down there by Hope. And we are coming up the number 5. At Merritt, we're going to cut across to Kelowna, and that's our first stop for the night. Alright, we're on an adventure, so here's something I've never tried before. It's rest stop samosas. So I got 1 veggie samosa and 1 chicken samosa. I never thought I'd see rest stop samosas, but kind of excited about it. Here we go, a little fresh air and a samosa. Yeah, that'll hit the spot.
Starting to see signs of the recent forest fires. Just a couple of weeks ago, the interior of BC was completely on fire. We hadn't had rain in weeks and weeks, and it seemed like there were fires out of control everywhere. Right now I'm seeing a few wisps of smoke here and there, and I can smell a little bit of the forest fires, but this is nothing like it would have been even a couple of weeks ago. All of this completely scorched. You can see the bottoms of the trees completely burnt out. So not too long ago, the fire was right up next to the road right here. Coming down the hill to cross the lake into Kelowna. Pretty view of the lake.
But I did want to end the night with something interesting, so let's have dinner inside this pub that's housed in a 1926 CN train station.
The train station pub is housed inside a historic Canadian National Railway train station. The building was constructed in 1926 to accommodate passengers and light freight brought to Kelowna by the newly constructed Canadian Northern Railway. Almost 100 years later, this building has been designated a heritage railway station by the Government of Canada and lives on as a lively spot filled with good food and friendly people.
And that's it. This is home for the night. Comfort Inn and Suites Kelowna. Looks decent. So today was mainly a travel day, but tomorrow we have lots of fun stuff lined up. So I'm going to crash, and we'll see you back in the morning. Till next time.